Oh, oh, sorry. You gotta see this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry. Ugh.
He didn't apologize for me. He apologized to y'all.
Well,
He ain't
yeah,
that
because I
fat.
figured you're always amazed at my stature. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just my the way I look. You know, you're just like, man, there goes a future WWE Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, right?
Two each his own.
Teach his own. See, man, this dude. See, it's okay, man. Because we aren't hyped yet. There's only one way to get us hyped, man. We about to show you right here. Oh, oh, never gets old, Devin. Never gets old, my brother. You agree to an extent?
You know everything gets old at some point, but I mean,
See,
there's a
man,
few.
this
Oh,
dude
wait a
always.
minute, I wasn't doing my statement. There's a few exceptions, and I would make that video one of them.
You should have started off with something else. He just
Oh,
things get stale after a while, and you make stale stuff. You only make things that's good for a week or two. Then I'm
I like
tired.
I like to build stuff up. You know, I used to play with Legos back in the day.
No, you don't like to build stuff up. You like to make things worse. Let me explain. Let me explain. Devin Lee Crimes. Look, man. Here I am making a great point. And then that's like if your tires fire. That's like if your tires fall off while you ride a bike. Are you gonna go forward or are you gonna go backwards? Of course, you're gonna go sideways. That's how life is. Like that's you. That's you when you talk about life.
Yeah, I think outside the bun.
You think outside the box.
I said bun.
Think
Everybody
out.
say box.
Nah, see, you 0 for 2. Now you're just 0 for 2. I'm not feeling this.
See, man. Now he gonna have me echoing. See if I ain't say nothing.
Ooh, you got
If
me.
I,
You got me.
see, ladies and gentlemen, if I don't say nothing, it's my fault.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
when I'm
100%.
riding shotgun and he not paying attention, he be, oh shoot. And he, why you ain't say nothing? I'm like, why you ain't paying attention? Why you driving? Why is this my fault? That's what I don't understand. That's like I order some steak well done. They bring it out, it look medium rare. And he look at me like, why did you want it well done? I'm like, cause that's how I want it. How is this my fault? You didn't take my order
How
right.
is this my fault? Look, this I just I can't take enough. I just can't take any more disrespect.
Man, welcome to my club, man. You know, we got the sit yourself down club. This is stand up for yourself club. That's all I've had to do.
The stand up for
Day in and
yourself
day
club.
out.
See, you done made me so mad. I was so discombobulated. I thought I was gonna retweet this off my own page. I retweeted off the Hill Turn page. See,
The hood turn page. That's what I
no,
thought you said.
I'm like, no, what's that? No, I'm like, no, what's how is that gonna help us? Here we go. Izzy on sports. I'm actually, and I ain't gonna retweet it because I like it because I have to keep that two separate entities. You feel me? You catch my drift. By the way, since Devin wanted to clown me, I do. Can I announce it? Can I announce it?
Yeah, go ahead. Cause I mean my clowning is very justified. So
His clowning very justified. Look, man.
I'm like Drew McIntyre.
Here, oh, see, here it goes. Here it goes. I gotta get my headphones together because here, And I was still. That's crazy. I was talking to you, and I wasn't even working on my headphones. I just brought them on and put them on my head. I turned on and put them on my head. That's pretty much all of how this whole thing went.
Yes, man. See, man, he just so distraught from what he saw yesterday. He just can't.
Yeah, but look, I
Slipping.
got some big news, man. You talking about? See, here's the big news here. And by the way, hello all and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host Isaiah Jackson Jr. Devin Lee Crimes. Devin, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing fantastic, wonderful, amazing, spectacular, stupendous. Anybody remember that one? Yeah, I'm all of those.
I'm all
You
of
know.
those.
Although somebody slipped in here today, somebody had to creep in here today, but it's okay because if it was me, we wouldn't hear the end of it, ladies and gentlemen. It could be a squirrel attacking me. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get here. I don't care. You're making excuses. Then this guy, my bad. My fish ran away when we was walking together.
Well, no, that's the thing. The first year and a half, it'd be like Devin would just pop up. Devin would just pop up. Devin would just show up. But
Like
then,
Mysterio.
and then at the tail end of the show, or just at the very beginning when he felt like he wanted war, he just, man, I wish you would say something about my tardiness. Man, say something about my attendance. Say something about this man Debo and me. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just like, I just got to take it. I'm like, you know what? That's still, you're fine. We're still gonna do the show. But Devin, man, let me get on your ass because you always late and you always stupid. I'm like, dang.
I had to air out my grievances. I think we good now. Now we ready for the positivity. Here we go.
Man, let's get ready to the positivity. We got Brian Pastor, man. He says the echo sounds like wrestling, but a well done steak is a crime. Look,
I just never trust like rare steaks. I don't know why.
I don't trust it. I don't like it.
I just be like, man, y'all know what y'all like. Well done, you can just never question because it's well done.
Well done.
I don't know, man.
Why did I know that was the first thing you was gonna say? Well done. It's good because it's well done.
I was just
you don't gotta hear what I said, but I said it.
Pretty much.
But still, clear. As we're all having fun, we're all having a good time as the sun is like blind in my eye. Well, I don't know where the hell my sheet went.
I see the sun behind me. Ain't no better.
Yeah, the sun behind you. You look like as you turn around, you're gonna walk away and like disappear, like in the movies. Like, you know, you're like you got like one of them like the
be like Goku or something with the little halo over my head.
Yeah. He was like, "Hey man, I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here." You just walk backwards and just disappear, just into the sky. I was like, "Damn, what's in Devin's house to make him do that? Like, what's going on?" But as we're all having a fun time, we gotta talk about some seriousness, some seriousness. Vince McMahon, we talked about him earlier. Right now he's under federal investigation. After this, and this is because of the sexual assault lawsuit that he has going on. The Wall Street Journal reports that the now former TKO Group chairman has been the subject of a federal probe since 2022, following a wave of allegations against McMahon as part of a federal warrant that was issued. McMahon had his cell phone seized by authorities. He's screwed. So, for long story short, in 2022, McMahon announced that he was stepping down from the WWE after his initial probe found that allegations of hush money payments to a former employee, with McMahon allegedly paying $3 million to a then unnamed female. We know who her name is now. If you want to, well, it says it right there. I'll say who she is. Janelle Grant. Janelle Grant is a lady that's accusing Vince McMahon of all this disgusting, vile allegations, and quite frankly it could be true, mainly because we have text message. She came through with receipts, so it kind of makes you even more scared about the situation. It says in January, Janelle Grant, who was hired in a specially made role of administrative coordinator. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't want to like joke too hard about this, but Devin, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
If you walk into your building, if you walk into any building, and somebody's like, "Hey, I'm just the administrative coordinator," and you tell them, "What the hell is that?" You think you're gonna get an answer? Administrative coordinator.
I mean, I'm glad you think I just walk into establishments just questioning what they doing, like in positions. But if I was,
You act like you ain't judgmental, man. This man, he act like he ain't judgmental out
I'm
here,
really,
man.
I mean, I'm really, look, I try to, ask questions that I think I'm gonna get an answer to. Now, if I ask them that, what is that position, and they, try to give me some bull job, then I don't know what I'm dealing with. And that's when I make a U-turn.
Cause it is
I ain't
bull
trying,
jive.
I ain't trying to be involved in this. It don't sound like we got the right stuff going on.
Like,
Y'all
bro,
just, they just threw some names in the air and was like, put those together. That's a title. Here, take it.
like think about it like this. Think about it like this. I have to get that glare out of my face because Jesus
He said
Christ.
I can't. He said I can't do it. I'm trying to block out mine with my body. Wait, wrong
Look at
way.
that. You see that though? You see that though? I ain't got no light on me.
I'm trying to Bronson Reed this thing.
But here's where I don't get, bro. Like Pete Carroll. You know who Pete Carroll is, right? Coach.
He the coach of the Bears, ain't it?
I wish.
I
I
just
wish he'd make the whole things a whole lot better. But long story short, Pete Carroll, for those that don't know, he used to be the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. He got he didn't get fired, but he moved to an advisory role. You ain't doing nothing over there. Shut up. Like you pretty much got fired. Like it's usually like, oh well, we parted ways. And instead of him being a head coach, he's gonna be in an advisory role. He ain't doing nothing. Shut up. Like he's like, yeah, that's some BS. So when I hear if I walk up to somebody and I'm an administrative coordinator. Okay, so what do you do? It's a made up role. Like it's a made up role. I'm not saying Janelle Grant is wrong for that at all because she's not. She's not wrong in anything in these situations.
it's the people that set up that situation.
Right. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm clowning her, but even the people that was working at WWE knew she was there to do nothing. Like so, it's kind of even hearing from the outside, you're just like administrator, coordinator. Man, Vince McMahon just thought he had bars at that moment. Administrative coordinator. Such good shit. Yes, I got you. Yes. Like, bro, like there is no way. So, among the allegations in the lawsuit, McMahon demands that Grant make herself sexually available to both himself and Laurinaitis, who's also named in the suit. We're gonna get to him later, as well as unnamed WWE corporate officers and a WWE superstar, Brock Lesnar. Sorry, that slipped out of my throat. But Grant also accused Vince McMahon of degrading her, and in one incident said that named Ann Laurinaitis locked her in an office and raped her, which is just god awful. And I know I said that on YouTube, and at YouTube, I'm just reading off the article. Don't flag me. But Devin, while McMahon denies the accusations in the Grant lawsuit, he resigned from his chairman role within the TKO group soon after. And then John Laurinaitis, Johnny Ace, that bastard, comes out and says that, hey, man, I'm a victim of Vince McMahon, too. I'm sorry. I'm a victim of Vince McMahon, too. I'm 100% a victim. He took advantage of me, too. I didn't do none of this. The truth will set me free, and I will fly high, my brother. People power. Okay, I'm done with that. Look, Devin, your thoughts on this whole thing and Vince McMahon being betrayed by John Laurinaitis?
Sound like a storyline. Vince McMahon betrayed by John Laurinaitis.
It's next a fact, like the way it looks.
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly how it looked. I mean, it's just a terrible, messy situation, like all around, up and down, no matter where you go. And John Laurinaitis saying he a victim. I mean, that's a weird twist in it, which I'm just like, I'm just saying, him as a man, you couldn't just go, no, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what was he gonna do to you? If he fired you, then you'll say why he fired you. He told me to do this and that, and I said, don't forget that. So you really can't. I personally can't see him playing that card. I mean, even though he did, and we'll see how that turns out. But man, at the end of the day, I just hope that the truth of everything comes out and there's justice. Because man, look, I ain't gonna say nothing. All I know is I already know Vince McMahon a creep. I mean, it's evident in just the storylines he did. I actually missed out on a few when I was trying to describe something the last time. But like, think about the way how he would be interacting with women in storylines.
That's facts.
Making them do this and do that. Oh, you gonna What was it with Trish when he like telling her like to bark like a dog and all
Bark
that
like a
stuff?
dog.
Like when you think about it, it's like if you don't treat a woman like that on TV, where like millions of people can see it, millions of people can just go back and find it, and this is just story. How you probably in real life? I'm not saying necessarily that's everybody. I'm not saying Undertaker was just walking around with a shovel all his life when he wasn't on TV. But at a certain way, it's just I don't know. Why would you want to think? Why would you want to make that your character specifically? You could just be a power authority guy, but why you want to be, making women do what you want them to do and things like that? That's why when things like this come up, I'm like, man, you're not really the cleanest person we've ever seen. So you can say, oh, this and that. I'm still gonna be like, nah, you still kind of smell a little. I'm trying to use the right words here because I know you.
So
I'll
I'm
say
trying to use the
something.
right words.
I'll say something, and you'll be like, "See, that's Devin. I don't want to be sued because I have nothing to give."
Because I have nothing to
I don't either.
give.
I don't either. They just gonna have to take my PlayStation at that point, and that's gonna be a fight. But yeah. I'll try to wrap this up in a decent bow. Like I said, I hope that justice is found and that the truth, all truth comes out. I'm just not saying that that's not the truth, but we don't know yet. That's what I'm saying. This is
It makes sense.
I don't
And
know. It's just it's disgusting. I'm just trying not to like
yeah,
you know.
no, it makes sense. And like I said before, there's a bunch of information on the situation that I said that we weren't going to talk about, but uh, it's depressing. It's
Oh yeah.
depressing knowing that something that you've watched for years and years on end behind it, and we kind of already knew, that Vince was a weirdo. Like we trust me, like it's not
Just not
like
like
every
this.
yeah. Well, like are we really shocked? Like are we
Well,
like if this was
I'm
Tony
not.
Khan, I'd be floored. Like if this was Tony Khan, I'd be like, there's no way in hell. Like I think my man's getting set up. Like I'm sorry. You literally have to show me proof of Tony Khan doing this. Vince McMahon, this stuff comes out, I'm like, okay, like even if without the text messages, I'd be like, I kind of believe it. Like, wouldn't you kind of believe it?
Yeah, that's the thing. But I mean, it's just I guess seeing like that evidence that what they what she had. That's what made it like, man. I knew you was dirty dude. I didn't think he was that. That. That's what I'm trying to say. I knew he was a dirty dude. I didn't think he would be that dirty. Like I didn't think he'd be that.
Trifling.
Yeah, grotesque, man. Just I'm trying to think of the most terrible adjectives to describe something that's just bottom of the barrel. Throw the garbage
Yeah.
can away because the garbage can just can't even take garbage no more. That's all I got to say, man.
Vince McMahon, obviously we won't be seeing him no more. And I think I told this to Devin, but I don't know if I said this on air. I feel like this is one of those things to where, and I'm being light with this. So I feel like this is one of those things that Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis did because they're like, hey man, once it come out, we'll probably just be dead anyway. So it's just like, why don't we just have some fun, do this, and then which isn't fun at all. It's harassment, and obviously you're getting looked at by the feds for a reason. So that was kind of my thought process on this whole thing. Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis, they're just like, hey man, let's just do like we can do whatever we want. We have NDAs, and whenever those NDAs break, we'll be dead by then, Vince McMahon. So it's just like, who cares? It's just like, or who cares? I'm just gonna keep doing good shit. It's just like it doesn't. At the end of the day, looking at Vince McMahon and his thought process, not saying that is his thought process, but I wouldn't be shocked. Like I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Man, I hope that's nobody's thought process. I mean, I'm not saying that what you saying like it doesn't fit possibly Vince McMahon, but if that's the case, man, that's terrible. Because I mean, why we can't? How can I? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? What's the point of putting somebody through something like that they got to carry the rest of their life with? It's not like people can just erase their memory. Once you done went through something, you kind of just gotta hold on to it for the rest of your life, and that's terrible. And it's just like, why?
And it's just like, why? No, I agree. There's no getting back from. There's no coming back from this. Obviously, we already showed Triple H lying to us. I found out the day of.
I didn't know anything.
I found out just when you did.
Let's
Now
focus on the positives.
Yeah, let's focus on the positives. We just had a boring ass rumble. And you
I
were,
like
and
most of it.
we gonna get entertained. We gonna talk about that too. But just final thoughts on Vince McMahon. Obviously, he's a dirtbag, and quite frankly, he could be in prison. Like, so I mean, granted, he has some great lawyers, so I don't think jail time would be, you know, given to him, especially since he's old. So that's just my thought process on it. But Devin, the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble was just the other week. Oh, my nose running. The Royal Rumble was just the other week. Devin, your thoughts on the women's Royal Rumble match?
Sorry, I was trying to catch your nose because it was running. But my thoughts on dang, I was too busy running. I didn't hear what you exactly said. But the Royal Rumble, I will say, man, I thought it was pretty decent. I can see people's issues, but the only thing about it, uh, well, I guess we'll get into that later with Cody and everything. I guess erasing that, I had no problem. I had no problem with Bailey winning. I had no problem with it. It's a lot of sauce right there. Pause. Given that, I don't mind Bailey winning because I'm excited to see where her and Io Sky will take this because I know that this other guy doesn't think that that's a WrestleMania caliber match, and I'm ready for them. Bless you. And I'm ready for them to prove this man wrong. They're gonna have him doing exactly what he doing now. He gonna be, oh my god, how could I be so wrong? I thought they weren't main event caliber. And I'll be like, bro, I told you, man. See, you wrong again. Just like he wrong about Liv Morgan. I mean, I don't know. He wrong about Roman most of the time too. So I don't know. But yeah, speaking of Roman, that fatal 4-way match was perfect until Solo came out. Cause I don't know why Solo think we don't know who he is. You come out with a hoodie on like it's a surprise. I'm like, this is not Clash at the Castle anymore. And be honest with you, Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, their match was kind of like my get some little snacks match. So I did catch the end, but when I was watching it, it felt like a match I could have seen on SmackDown. No offense to Kevin Owens, Logan Paul. I already like Logan Paul, but forget him. I still can't stand the dude. And yeah, that was my Royal Rumble wrap up, baby.
Well, looking at the Royal Rumble match for the women's, we got a huge pop for Naomi. Naomi was dope. Seeing Naomi show up was amazing. Jordan Grace, she gets a huge pop. Like, seeing her. And there was a point in time to where, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, there was a point in time where she was a little bit bigger. She was a little bit bigger. And she was swole. She was still swole at the end of the day, but she was a little bit bigger. Now she like toned down. Like she just looks swole. It looks like she just has like 0% body fat at this point in time. She looks great. She looks 100% great. Let me see. Yeah, she fit right in, and it's sad because she's just like, yeah, I'm ready to come back home. What? Come back? Why? Can you just show up to WWE? You ain't doing nothing over there. Like you're literally dominating the women's division. Come on now, you ain't got nothing to do over there. Come over here, and you can show Jade Cargill how to wrestle. But Jade Cargill, we got a Jade Cargill sighting. She slammed Nia Jax. She threw her over the ropes. And then she got eliminated by soft ass Liv Morgan. She did all that bullying of Nia Jax. She treated Nia Jax like that girl off Matilda when she grabbed her by her pink ponytails and just started flinging her around. That's how Jade Cargill was treating Nia Jax. And then out of nowhere, she gets eliminated by Stuart Little. Like, explain that to me, Devin.
I have no other way to explain it other than that's your exaggeration of attacking you. Because like I said, you make it seem like Liv Morgan picked up Jade Cargill for a last ride, grabbed him by the tights, and just tossed her over. Tossed her into the popcorn man.
She was better off doing that. She was just better off doing that.
You don't mind a struggle on the apron? That makes a lot more sense. So what if she would have just did a clothesline number and just knocked her out that way? You would have been okay with that?
I'm not okay with her getting eliminated by Liv Morgan.
So what you wanted, wanted Bailey to just say, then she would have to take out both of them.
Yes. Here, got a great question from the GOAT Farmer Braxton. Farmer Braxton says, "Hey man, when you get to it, what's up with the 8 guys in the ring thing? I don't know anything, so it looks like a tag team stuff. But then the guys was tagging in some random dudes I didn't understand. I got you, bro. Our truth makes an appearance, and his whole gimmick is that he just don't know what the hell's going on. So like, so when he comes in, he thinks it's a tag match. So he's over here stretching his arm out, Dominic getting his ass beat, and he's just like, man, I don't want to tag in this. I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't gonna tag in this black dude, man. I'll do that on February. But he's just like, I'll do that. He's like, I'll do that later. So long story short, Dominic gets free. Dominic's Hispanic too. He's fine. But like Dominic gets free. He tags in R-Truth, and R-Truth does John Cena's moves. The 5 moves of doom. And pretty much that was just a joke. All that was just a joke. But in the Royal Rumble, it takes 1:30 for a new entrant to come in. So when there's like 8 to 10 people in the ring, I think the clock does stop for like a little bit. Like they wait, they wait it out to get guys out the ring. But yeah, from a minute 30, a bunch of guys, just the next superstar runs in. Devin, am I wrong? Am I only hitting the nail on the head over here?
Yeah. Yeah, I would have been like, nah. You said something wrong. I would have LA Knight you.
I would have LA Knight you. A guy who also didn't win at the Royal Rumble.
Okay, and then the 29 other guys didn't. Ricochet didn't win, and he was 28. What's his excuse? He had one of the best numbers.
You know what? That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part about you guys. Because you go, Liv Morgan go win this. Liv Morgan go win that. Liv Morgan. I'm so hyped about Ricochet, I don't once just say, hey, man, I just think Ricochet should beat Roman. I just think Ricochet should just choke out Roman to begin with the title.
When do I
like, I don't put my guys, and I don't give them expectations through the ceiling.
And that's why they don't ever win nothing. Because you don't never talk it into existence. I talked it into existence. I said, Liv Morgan going to win Money in the Bank. And then it happened. And then she was SmackDown Women's Champion.
And then I said her reign was gonna last 3 months. It happened. I think did she barely hit 3 months?
It was about 4, I think. I gotta go look.
Let me lie.
Got another one coming anyway.
I ain't gonna let this dude lie to my face here. I think it was about 4. I think it's about 4.
Let me think. From like Money in the Bank to SummerSlam.
I think it was about 3 months.
Clash, because she lost it at Extreme Rules, so that's at least about 4 pay-per-views. PLE.
That's at least about 4 pay-per-views. Let me see.
It's like I'm trying to buy some. Man, I believe about 4 pay-per-views, man.
I'm gonna read this here. At the event of October 8th, Liv Morgan got her ass beat by Ronda Rousey, ending her reign at 98 days. That's about 3 months. There you go. 3 months of some change.
See, there you go, shaking the truth up again. That was a competitive match, and she passed out from I don't know what kind of submission that was.
She passed out with a smile on her face.
Hold on. After she went through a table, my guy, as well. There you go. You make it sound like she be in these squash matches. They drop kick her 1, 2, 3. They don't even pin her. They just put the foot on her stomach and call it a day. That ain't how this be going. I'm gonna start coming on here with actual Liv Morgan matches. Just when he say, nah. We got the proof right here. Just like I said, Becky Lynch had to cheat to beat her.
You're right. Show us the receipts of Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley. Let's watch Liv Morgan take it on Becky Lynch. We can go on all day about this, and we can give this to Farmer Braxton, and we can tell him if he a Liv Morgan fan.
Rhea might have to cheat too.
Rhea, bro, if Rhea got to cheat to beat Liv Morgan, I'm blaming Triple H on that. I'm just blaming Hunter. Because there's no way. I mean, this is 100% Triple H's fault. I'm like, you just don't care about Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley over here beating Akira Tozawa, but she's struggling with Liv Morgan. Come on now. We ain't finna do this.
Liv Morgan could beat Akira Tozawa. No offense to him, but I mean, what has he done?
If Liv Morgan could beat Akira Tozawa, I'll eat my shin bone, bro. I'm sorry. I'll eat it clean off my leg, bro. I'll eat it right off. There's no way. Absolutely. He said that's crazy. He said that sounds wild. Well, is that what the pretty boys were doing? Dudes look like Spider from School of Rock. And damn. Yeah, I think so.
Talking about pretty deadly. Pretty deadly. Man, that's my dudes, man. I know you don't care for them. Why not?
Because
they just seem like a team you would have seen on SmackDown back in like 06, just randomly on UPN, going against Eminem.
Rico and who was Rico's teammate?
Well, I wasn't saying that team in particular. I was just saying they just seem like See, there you
Oh,
go.
you talk about Billy and Chuck.
No, all I'm saying is they fit to me just like a tag team that I would just see, just you know, uh, what's the word I want to use, man? Just with the disco ball coming down. I mean, don't you see it? Don't you see it? Think about them
The
tag teams we had.
Funkadactyls.
No, but there is some
I'm
similarities
just
there.
every time you
I'm,
explain something, I just think of something like just another team.
and it be the straight opposite of what I'm saying. See, man, I'm just like thinking like they would have fit in with like what was the super crazy and who
The,
don't do this. Don't you
the Mexicals.
Yeah,
Don't
just
do
like
this.
I'm not
Don't do
expecting
this.
them to go crazy, but somebody gotta beat somebody. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, they'll have a time eventually. It's just not right now. I don't mind Pretty Deadly. I think they, you know, different. Ain't nobody else walking around besides Seth Rollins. I don't know why he ain't joined up with them.
Pretty
His leg
Deadly.
probably wouldn't be messed up. No
Pretty
offense.
Deadly just reminds me of that. It's just that gimmick tag team that to me just plays too much. They play too much, and it ain't funny. Like to me, it just ain't funny. Like I'm not laughing when they do it. So it's just like to me, I'm just not a fan yet. Once they start being funny, I'll like it.
To each his own. I
That's
mess
just
with
me
it.
though.
I
Look,
mess with it.
we have former Braxton. He says, "My bad, Pretty Deadly." Was Liv talking to the other ladies in the parking garage last night? She looked familiar. Watched a little bit. And Devin, could you answer that for me? Because I only watched bits and pieces of the SmackDown. I was pretty late to work coming home.
Excuses, man. Don't be watching the programs, man. He knew he could have popped it up on his phone while he was driving. It's called dedication. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. That'd be highly dangerous, and I wouldn't recommend that. I want to say that I'm trying to think. I don't know if I seen Liv on SmackDown. I could be wrong because I actually had to scrub through it too. But I did see
Oh,
some segments like when Tiffany Stratton slapped Meechin and ran away. I don't know if that's who he probably thought it was.
he says TBF Pretty Deadly had on pants, and then dude jumps in the ring with a leather diaper on, which is also why, like I said, they're hit and miss to me. Like they're hit and miss, like Pretty Deadly is. I'm not.
Look, man.
I
One of
can't get
these
into
days you'll
him.
understand.
I promise you, Farmer Braxton, though, even without wrestling, you're gonna be an R-Truth fan. R-Truth is like at first you're gonna be like, man, this dude's stupid. Like this don't make any sense. After a while, I think you'll be a fan. Like R-Truth is funny as hell. Like funny as hell. But
He's been
Liv
funny for
Morgan,
decades.
look, I actually appreciate Farmer Braxton because that gets us to our next topic. We're gonna get more in depth into the Royal Rumble a little bit later, but you know what? Screw it. Let's just get into the Royal Rumble now. Cody Rhodes wins the men's Royal Rumble. Then, for those that kind of know why I'm kind of stuttering and trying to figure out where to go, is because you know what happens afterwards. So Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble. Look, Devin, I really thought CM Punk was winning that thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, "There's no way Cody Rhodes gonna beat 2 times and then
Yep.
fail 2 times." You know, like obviously he has to finish the story. You know, so we kind of figured, okay, obviously Roman's gonna be the one to be picked. Like if you go up against Seth Rollins, you're not finishing the story. This is the alternate ending. Like to me, this is just the alternate ending of the story. So, Devin, your thoughts on Cody Rhodes and him winning the men's Royal Rumble?
Given the circumstances right now, I kind of wish he didn't. I mean, at this point, we could have just gave it to Gunther if that was the case. I mean, granted, we didn't know CM Punk was going to be injured, but I'm saying if somebody had a crystal ball, you could have seen that. That way, I mean, he could challenge Seth and they can have some type of match. I don't know how healthy Seth would be around WrestleMania. And then have Cody win the Elimination Chamber, but it's weird. A part of me was like, okay, it's fine. All right, Cody win back to back. It's not like it hasn't happened before. It hasn't happened in a while since Stone Cold. So I mean, that puts him in big company with Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Cody Rhodes. It makes sense. And I'm like, he'll go on to WrestleMania, finish the story, boom, everybody, happy ending. But yeah. And CM Punk being injured kind of makes you, wonder like, was there another plan possibly? It had to be changed because of that. I'm hit or miss on it.
I liked it. I mean, like I said, I want to see him Punk to win, but Cody winning, I wasn't mad because I'm like, look, this man. At some point in time, they was gonna have to justify him going up against Roman at Mania. And I think him winning the Royal Rumble is kind of the easiest way. Him going 2 times and doing it. I mean, he's obviously still a fan favorite, leading the WWE in merch sales. You know, like it's kind of easy. Just go out there and win that bitch again. Like go out there. I don't care. Like Triple H, go out there. Go out there. Like it's like I like it. To be honest, I like it until Friday Night SmackDown happened. Now I was gonna play some clips, but I really think we're gonna get yanked off of YouTube for it. And quite frankly, I ain't got time. I ain't got time to wrestle with it. I ain't got time to wrestle with it. So long story short, Cody Rhodes said that I will finish the story, but just not at Mania. And then babies was flown into the air. People started crying. Dwayne Johnson comes out, stares at Roman. Roman stares at him. Roman wets his pants, dips out the ring. I ain't got time for this. You know, Roman had to leave. You know, he was shaking in his boots. He was like, oh my God, Hollywood. Like, you know, he was scared. So he had to dip out. Now it looks like we possibly could be getting The Rock versus Roman Reigns. And the first thing I thought of was like, man, I know Devin crying right now. Like, I used to pray for times like this to Rock. Like, no, I knew Devin was like highly emotional. So I tried my best to not text him. I was like, I figured, you know, this night was his night. You know, he would enjoy this as much as anybody else. So, Devin, your thoughts on Cody Rhodes championship opportunity yanked from him, considering that he might not be facing on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania?
I'm very sad to tell you that your assessment is wrong, my guy, on all accounts, like 100%. I mean, this don't usually happen, ladies and gentlemen, but he missed the whole backboard on this one because I
He
don't
missed
like
the
this
whole
one.
backboard.
No, I don't like this whatsoever. This actually left a bad. I ain't gonna say it because I can hear you now. It left a bad feeling in my stomach. I just didn't. I didn't like how business was transpiring because it reminded me of 10 years ago with CM Punk. This man had the WWE Championship, almost going to WrestleMania with it a whole full year. And here come Dwayne from Hollywood, wanting to go have a big match at WrestleMania with John Cena, which he already had. And then now he's in the main event with the WWE Championship. That whole year's worth of CM Punk carrying that championship never got to get paid off, at that next WrestleMania. And The Rock was gone after that anyway. But yet the people that was there every week still had to be there. And we got the same issue now 10 years later. We've learned nothing. And it's even worse now because now he's part of the board of directors, meaning he has way more power than he probably ever had in 2013, besides his star power. And we built this story literally from last year's WrestleMania to now. People always cry like we want long-term storytelling. We want stuff to matter. We want to see stuff and not think, oh, okay, that don't mean nothing. Oh, but he cheated. He cheated in the win. Was he gonna get his get back? Oh no, he's not gonna do that. So we was craving for stuff like this, and then for The Rock to come in, and I'll put it like this: granted, The Rock versus Roman Reigns is a money match. That's a match that's worth WrestleMania, SummerSlam, whatever big show you want to put it on. But not like this. If that was gonna be the case, you could have just waited till SummerSlam, one of the next Saudi Arabia events. Next WrestleMania. Not like this. Don't have Cody win the Royal Rumble, point at Roman. We already know where this going. Have him have a stare down a few months ago when he was the tag team champion with Jey Uso. Had people like, okay, maybe they're still gonna finish that story. And we're almost there, and you're like, nah, we want to see The Rock versus Roman. No. That's not fair at all. That's not fair to Cody staying the course. Everybody's saying, oh, they dropping the ball with him now. He lost at WrestleMania. They don't know what they doing. He got to go up here and fight to the death with Brock Lesnar for 3 matches, and this is what he get. So and then not only that, this is my last point. Before that, Roman pretty much crept on the World Heavyweight Championship. I know Seth Rollins was taking shots at him as well, but them shots kind of different. I'm sorry. The shots Roman will take and the shots Seth will take just kind of, they weigh differently. And for you to be like, man, go get that secondhand championship, that doggone Family Dollar championship. No offense to Family Dollar. And then next thing you know, Cody, like, yeah, you know what? I want that championship that you got, but not right now. Like, how is that? None of this works. None of this works. It stink. I don't like it. I wouldn't mind seeing The Rock and Roman, just not like this. They could have thought this out a bit better. And if it's The Rock's decision, You wrong for this, Dwayne, because you did this 10 years. 10 years, man. I was in high school last time you did this crap, and now you doing it. And I'm a grown man. Look, I sound like you heard me back 10 years ago. You keep doing it, Dwayne. That's why nobody watched Black Adam. That's why the
But
DC
here's
universe don't want you no more.
but
That's why
but
you
here's
never
the
gonna fight Superman. Okay, I'm done.
but here's the thing though. Here's the thing about this whole thing. We seen Dwayne Johnson wrestle Jinder Mahal for 3 seconds, and it looked like the most worn out I've ever seen Dwayne Johnson look in that
He
three
was
second segment.
he had beads of sweat dripping. My TV ain't even all that good, but he had beads of sweat coming off his head, and all he was doing was standing there, just standing
Yeah,
there.
and that's the thing. And you get mad at John Cena, but like, here's the thing. Here's the difference. John Cena shows up, and we kind of know what's gonna happen. We don't expect John Cena to win any of these matches unless like he's going against Montez Ford, or something like that. Like, we expect John Cena to win like some easy ass. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
It's just he ain't need that straight right now. They just got a new show. Come on, man, put some
Man,
respect
that
on my
show's
man
terrible. I'm
name.
sorry.
A
It's gonna
future.
remind me like all. Look, I'm gonna keep that same energy with love and WWE as I kept with AEW All Access. Same energy.
No,
Yes.
no, don't do that. Don't do that,
Yes.
please.
I'm keeping
No,
that
because
same energy.
at least they not sitting up there. At least Montez, I didn't win the Royal Rumble, and I just think I don't know how I even got out the bed this morning. I just
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
there's less crying and there's less like negativity. But even then, no, I ain't watching that Total Divas nonsense, man.
See what I'm saying? I forgot. This Mr. Negative. He don't want to see no love, no companionship, no none of that. I
No,
forgot.
none of that. I
You
want to
just
watch
want to see
wrestling
Venom. Well, I mean, that's just the side of wrestling. But hey, that's
that
the
I don't
neither
want
here
to
nor
see.
there. You know what? We got you now. We gauged you.
Farmer Braxton says, "Be real, cuss." Is that to you, Devin? I think that's you. He wants you to cuss. Let it out.
I can't,
Let out
man.
that venom.
I am a look. I just it takes a minute. Sometimes this guy
It
where he
takes.
pointing, he don't want to bring it out. So he say some stuff, and I'm just like, I can't even bring another clean word in here, man. I gotta even the playing field.
But he
But
says the Rock. He said the Rock doesn't deserve it based on what Devin is saying and exactly what my guy Josh said last night. And Farmer Braxton, if you could please, I was actually going on Josh's post, Josh's page. I can't find it. This is Joshua Strong as well. I'll give my boy a plug because he did. We were communicating for a little bit. Man, quite frankly, I want to talk to him about wrestling. I want to talk to him about some wrestling. But Joshua Strong, we talked to him on social media, on Twitter, on X, and I think he probably shares the same sentiment. Dwayne Johnson himself. Like, when John Cena shows up, here goes to my point of John Cena. When John Cena shows up, we know what we're getting. We're not going to see a high anticipated match. John Cena's not going to hit a Hurricane Rana. John Cena's not going to go outside of his wrestling style. And it's going to be soft because he has to make movies. He has to be healthy for when he goes out in the real world. The Rock is going to be much, much worse. He's much richer than John Cena. He has more movie appearances than John Cena. He's gonna come out here and have a lazy ass match with Roman Reigns and get paid $1 million for it, and we're gonna watch it because it's stupid. Like that. That's the problem. That's what bugs me. He's coming to watch. He's coming over here, getting paid millions to put on a mediocre match that, quite frankly, we're not even gonna be interested in. This match is gonna be awful. This isn't like Stone Cold Steve Austin, where they're okay. We're gonna help Stone Cold and save Stone Cold. Because we were expecting Stone Cold to, get hit with power bombs. No, we're expecting him to get hit with power slams. We were expecting KO to go on top, hit a senton, kill this man. Like, we thought it was gonna be like intense. That's why we're like, Steve Austin, no, don't wrestle, please, no. But all he did was throw 65 punches, hit a couple stunners, and won that match. Like, you're not gonna get that from The Rock. You'll get like 10 of those, and then what? That's about it. That's all he's gonna get. Then he's tired after the third one. So it's like, if this man's winded over hitting a freaking people's elbow, a move that he's hit for many, 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 many years, and anybody can run the ropes, jump over somebody, hit that little people's elbow, and I promise you, if you are tired afterwards, you're overweight. I'm sorry, you're overweight, or you just not really that athletic. I'm sorry. If you get winded off hitting the people's elbow, and I promise you, I'll hit it myself in real life. If
I
you get
wouldn't
winded, yeah,
Oh, I was like, I wouldn't necessarily say it's overweight. You just your conditioning just ain't the.
Yes, your conditioning just isn't there. Thank you for cleaning that up.
I was like, dang, you're fat. Like, okay, Scott Steiner. He said, get this fat dude out the ring because he can't do a people's elbow without catching his breath. But no, I agree with your sentiment. I'm sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
He said, I agree with your sentiment. Farmer Braxton told him, he said, I told him y'all were live just now. He works just as much as you, Izzy. You look like you work too hard too, Devin. Beautiful house. So much natural lighting. You should move your camera to the right. Like I said, you about to go over to heaven. Like you about to. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later. Just walk out and disappear. I promise you, it's like one of them things.
I'm trying to have my little fish equipment. Hold on.
I'm trying to have my fish equipment. You embarrassed of your fish?
How about this? We're gonna fix this right now. Just give me 2 seconds.
Give you 2 seconds. Oh, okay. Say no more. Say no more. Appreciate you, Farmer Braxton, as well. Looking at this. Oops, I put a big screen for no reason. Looking at this whole thing with The Rock, who just came in here and just kind of booted himself into the main event in WrestleMania. That's annoying. You could have this match in Australia.
Sorry. Look at that. Well, I had to, here we go. It was a long walk over there. That's why I didn't want to do it.
It was a long walk over there.
Look, I'm at The Rock.
Yeah, look, I'm windy. Roman Reigns put me in a rest home for 30 minutes. Like, that's all this gonna be. Roman Reigns gonna have this man. I promise you. And somebody screen record this. Like Roman Reigns is gonna have The Rock in a headlock for at least a good 10 minutes, talking to the camera. This is your movie star. You want to go in the head of the table, the tribal chief.
You ain't doing it right.
This is who you got.
I ain't got nothing to put a head like he be. Huh? This your boy, huh? He always got to put huh at the end of everything. He be, huh? I know this is my cousin, but he ain't nothing right now, huh? Huh? It's like
it just don't. Man, I don't know why we need this match now, man. I don't care about I don't care about The Rock. I care about The Rock when he comes out here, spit promos, talks a little crap, and leaves. Like, leave, because I know you're not staying. Like, John Cena, when he literally tells us what's going on. Hey, guys, it's your best friend John Cena here. I just want to let you know that I will be in town for SmackDown on these dates, and we're going to have some fun today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you then. That's John Cena. And then he shows up and does exactly what he's supposed to do.
Ah.
The Rock is just like, oh my God, you guys are giving me a crap load of money to boot out Cody Rhodes? Man, I'm out of here, man. Cody Rhodes don't deserve that. He's out finish the story for you. And
let me make this my last time.
Yeah?
You can say that about John Cena, but do not exclude the one time he did not show up. The time I was there.
That's one time, Devin, when you were like 5 years old.
That's all it takes. And that meant a lot to me if I was actually 10.
You were 10 years old. John Cena didn't show up. Now he's showing up for the rest of your life, and you don't care. That's the problem.
That's right, because that's the thing.
But yet your favorite WWE wrestler is Roman, and he fails to show up at work. What's the problem?
It's
I feel like you just have bad taste in wrestlers. I'm sorry.
No. It's not even that, because you excluding the whole fact of this. John Cena was advertised to be there. They said he would be there. They popped up on my TV. I didn't tell them, hey, come on my TV real quick and tell me John Cena gonna be there. No, they looked at me and say, hey, Devin, John Cena's coming to Hammond, Indiana. Get your tickets now. So, yeah. Do Roman ever say, oh, I'm gonna be there on SmackDown next week in Idaho? And he don't show up. No.
Wasn't he supposed to be scheduled for Survivor Series? Wasn't he supposed to be scheduled for Survivor Series?
No, he never was scheduled for it. Never.
So it was just a random report that came out that Roman Reigns will not be at Survivor Series. They actually didn't have a plan for him from the get-go. We talked about this here.
That's different though. They never advertised it. So when somebody bought a ticket, they never thought Roman gonna be here. When we got them tickets for that live house event, whatever they call house show, they said John Cena would be there. We all standing in line going, man, I can't wait to see John Cena. It was advertised. That's if you telling me, hey, the Avengers 6 come out next Friday. I go to the movie theater. Oh, well, sorry, guys. It comes out next year. Why would you say that?
No.
You can't.
I'll tell you what the similarity is. Similarity is that same exact thing happening when you're 10 years old. And then when you grow up, they keep putting out movies. No, not even putting out movies. They stop putting out movies, and you're just, this is my favorite thing of all time. This is my favorite thing. They're just so amazing at what they do. Just Roman Reigns is just so amazing at what he does. He don't even got to show up to work. But John Cena, I expect him. I expect John Cena at work every day.
Because he was advertised. That's all I'm telling you. That's the thing. If he was not advertised, I can't be upset about something that was never promised to me. You know, if nobody tell me I'm gonna bring you a birthday cake for your birthday, and they just don't do it, I can't get mad because they never promised it. Every day not promised. Do we get upset when we get it?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. See, man, you fighting with the 10-year-old in
Alright.
me, man. That's the
Alright.
10-year-old me talking to you, ain't it?
Alright.
He like, man, you know Devin, right?
What you say? Look, no, I don't. I don't. I disagree with everything you said. I disagree with everything you said. I disagree with everything you said. Like, it don't make any sense.
I need somebody
It,
help, man.
Roman Reigns is my favorite wrestler when he shows up. But John Cena, I got a grudge with him because he didn't show up for one event that I wanted to go to, and he showed up for the rest of my life. Like, I'm sorry, it just don't make any sense. It just sounds like it sounds like your bias is getting in the way. That's what it sounds like.
It's not bias, it's just fact. If
It's a
you're
factual
advertised,
bias.
if you're advertised for a show and you don't show up, they don't give out any disclaimer before the show. They only tell you when you get in your seat. That's the issue. That is the issue. Do we ever show up to a SmackDown that Roman Reigns? You see the commercial, tune in to SmackDown, you'll see Roman in the bloodline. And by the time the show starts, Michael Cole, well, Roman won't be here. When Roman didn't show up to day one, they told us why. He had COVID. They never said John Cena had a
Oh
sniffle.
my
or a whistle.
God! He said day one. You talking about no? I'm sorry. Let me look at this.
That's the only time he was advertised for something and didn't show up. That's all.
Oh, but yeah, you still forgive him for that, right? You still forgive him for that.
He was sick.
Sounds like some excuses, man.
Oh my.
Let me go on this man's. Hold on. I'm looking at this man's matches right now. When was what date was Survivor Series? What month was that?
That was November 27th, I think, of 2023. I remember because I was there in person.
No, November 27th. So October 10th. October 14th. WWE Championship, Universal Title. Roman Reigns defeats Sami Zayn. That's in a house show, so that doesn't count. His last match that was aired, televised, was what? January, August. Roman Reigns take on Jey Uso. SummerSlam premium live event, bro. That's in August. We don't see that man till October, and we don't even see him then because that's a house show. So he still didn't wrestle until November 4th. So from August 5th, August 5th, SummerSlam 2023, all the way up till November 4th. That was his last televised match, Devin. And you said, when was the SummerSlam? When was Survivor Series? Excuse me. When was Survivor Series?
November.
So Crown Jewel, Roman Reigns wrestled November 4th. His next match wasn't until January 27th, Devin. You can't justify this. You can't.
And you can't justify John Cena not showing up to a show he was advertised for. Was Roman Reigns ever advertised between the matches you just listed? No, that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to defend that he don't show up.
You are.
I'm defending that I'm defending that he's not advertised for these shows. He's not letting anybody down. Because
John Cena only let you down once. He let you down
That's
once.
all it takes. That's all
You
it
can
takes.
see him on numerous
advertised.
occasions. How many times did John Cena? I promise you, I bet John Cena went to Illinois
Think
recently.
about it. And
Did
that's
John Cena
fine. How was I supposed to know? He might have not showed up if I came. It's a 50-50 chance.
Now you not showing up. That's the problem.
Look,
you expected John Cena to show up.
I ain't advertising it though. So they know I wasn't gonna be there. Did you ever hear me complain once that
you mad at WWE? You're not mad at John Cena.
It is his fault. I'm not. I still stayed for the show. I could have left. They was giving out refunds, full refunds, and I still stayed because I wanted to see Shawn Michaels. I wanted to see Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes was there. He showed up. CM Punk. Mickey James. I forgot who she wrestled, but that's the neither here nor there. Did you hear me complain once that Roman wasn't at Survivor Series this past Survivor Series? I want
yes.
I complained.
Yes.
No. Yes. When I reviewed my experience, that I go, man, it was just a bum that I didn't get to see the Tribal Chief. I did not because he was not.
I got receipts. Survivor Series. Let me see. I gotta go all the way out to October because there was a picture of us saying it was a picture of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns said that he couldn't make it, like, or it was a WWE saying that Roman Reigns wasn't going to be available at Survivor Series. It was something like that. I promise you. I wish I was
It might
capping.
have been a report,
Yes,
but he
it
was
was a
never
report. Like,
advertised. That's all I'm saying. Did they ever
damn
come
it.
up and say we gonna get Roman Reigns taking on Jey Uso at Survivor Series, and then it turned into War Games? That's not what happened. The main event at that house show was supposed to be John Cena versus Chris Jericho for the WWE Championship. It turned into Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. Granted, I'm glad I got to see Shawn Michaels. Didn't think I was gonna see him, but That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He was advertised and didn't show up. I rest my case
Ooh.
because I, I don't understand
Roman
what's not to
Reigns is
get.
not current. This is coming from Wrestle Talk, in which we don't mess with them either. But Roman Reigns is not currently scheduled for WWE Survivor Series, and his next PLE is set to be the Royal Rumble. Nearly 3 months after Crown Jewel, you sent me this. This came from you. You sent me this, and so you said, "Fuck." I said, "Bro, how can you justify this behavior? This is low key where I draw the line."
Look,
That was you. This is your words.
the thing is, all I'm saying, see you. There you go. You moving your goalposts. He's not
I read
advertised.
you your text messages.
I was upset that he wasn't scheduled, but he was never advertised. When I bought the ticket, I knew he not gonna be here. I'm still want to see the War Games. I still want to see Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. I want to see all them people. All I'm saying is back in '09, all I wanted to see was John Cena. That's what drew me. That's what got me to buy the ticket in the first place. Well, my parents, not me. I didn't have a job. As you say, without our parents, we'd be bums. We'd be some, skid marks on the street. But that's the neither here nor there. That's it. That's it, man.
Farmer Braxton said, Devin, did you wear jorts to the
You
show?
know what? I did not because it was cold. I'm gonna be honest with you because it was January. But I did have my John Cena shirt on. I know I did. I couldn't wait. But I couldn't even sleep. I was like, I'm about to see John Cena in person, man, in Hampton, Indiana. Like, who thought he would? Who would have thought he would come out here? I guess not. His gimmick is true. He said you can't see me, and I couldn't.
But you
You
could have
defending it
multiple
because
times when he showed up. He showed up to Illinois more times than you have probably done a whole lot of stuff. Like in terms of, I was trying to find like another like analogy.
But why is this my fault?
Because
Wow.
you're talking about Johnson didn't show up. He never shows up. But yet he showed up multiple times and you wasn't there. So you can't really be mad at him when he was what? He's
Yes, I
8 for
can.
9? This man's like
Hey,
8 for 9 and you're
until
1 for
today-
9 and going to his shows.
Until the day John Cena looked me in my face and say, man, look, I was sick that day. That's all I need. Most people just want either just closure. That's all they ask for. If he just maybe he ain't have his shoes. I get that. I just don't know. He probably looked at the schedule and said, Hammond, man, I ain't got time for that. It's cold. I'm finna go back to I guess it's cold in Boston too. But look, man, all I'm saying is he was supposed to be there and he wasn't, and it hurt, and that's it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
He says, with all the vitriol for refs in the NBA, NFL, etc., is there any issues with the refs in wrestling? No, because they're all in on it. Like they're all in on it. So like the wrestlers themselves, and keep an eye out for this. Actually, a great match. Not a great match. It's actually ended pretty awful. Carmelo Hayes taking on Austin Theory. Austin Theory does his move on the top rope. And they pretty much land on their neck, they land on them. They were perfectly fine. They were fine. It was not like it's grotesque, not like it was disgusting, but it looked painful, obviously. So they both pretty much land on their head. The ref kind of touches them a little bit, just communicating, and he just waves it off. He throws the X out. Nah, let's stop this. No, these guys cannot finish this match. And no, that wasn't planned. That just happened on the spot. The ref figured, hey man, these guys hurt themselves. One of them got to go to concussion protocol. We can't finish this match. I'm calling it off. And quite frankly, we can't be mad at it because, he's there for the safety and protection of the wrestlers. And now we can be mad at wrestlers like, and this is, look, I'm sorry, AEW, but the Matt Hardy incident where Matt Hardy, he lands on his head, obviously has a concussion, bleeding on the side of his head, and the rest are just letting it go. And you could tell like there's something wrong with Matt Hardy. You could tell like he's seriously hurt, and the ref is just like, "Hey man, it is what it is. I ain't finna call this match off." Like that's a problem. That's when we start to get into the weeds of it. But no, I think refs are perfectly fine in the WWE for the most part, mainly because they have a job too. They have an objective, on side of that. Does that make sense, Devin?
That makes a ton of sense. I really have nothing else to add because, yeah, I was gonna bring up just really only issue with the referee is like you said, if they're not, ready for anything that was unexpected in the match, and they kind of have no reaction to it because who else is gonna step in? The other wrestler, what are you gonna do? Look at him like, hey, he not moving. What I'm supposed to do?
Right. Now we do, and he says that is great. The athletes are incredible. Got to keep them safe from themselves, and that's 100%. All infamously, Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson now, but Daniel Bryan back then, when he hit a suicide dive, I believe it was on Randy Orton, and he hit his head on the barricade. Triple H actually called off the match. The referee did, but Triple H made the executive decision behind the scenes. Like, hey man, no, Daniel Bryan is done. He called out the match. Daniel Bryan tries to run in the ring, still try to give the beats to Randy Orton, and they're like, nah, bro, stop. Like you're done,
Like, all
man.
right,
That,
log
that
off for
was
me.
right. Yeah, you got to log out for me, my boy. So yeah, stuff like that. That's pretty dope in wrestling. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts and ideas of SmackDown. The Rock pretty much stealing an opportunity from Cody Rhodes. Quite frankly, doesn't deserve it at all, none whatsoever.
No, not at all.
Final thoughts on Dwayne Johnson?
I will say, man, Dwayne, this stinks, my guy. I'm telling you, it stinks, and you're wrong for this because, like I said, why are you robbing a moment of WrestleMania from somebody? Cody Rhodes was almost at every Raw from last year, not even counting house shows. Like the man always posting that he's going from Ohio to Tennessee to California to Toronto. Uh, I was gonna keep going, but you get my point, man. He's there day in, day out, and I always say, I want these wrestlers that I see every day, not every day, but every Monday, Friday, Tuesday, investing this time with them, watching, following their story, and I want to see it accumulate at the biggest show of WrestleMania. I haven't seen The Rock in a wrestling ring since 2016, and even that was just 3 seconds, and I probably bet he was tired then. So no, his time was past. His time was decades ago. Everybody wrestling now was probably still in high school when this man was, in his prime years and his time where I wouldn't have had an issue with this. But no, don't take this from like that's why about the issue now with stars. Like, how are we gonna build up stars if you keep having old stars come back? And I thought we'd be past this with a new regime in. I didn't think Triple H will let this happen. But I guess I was wrong. But then again,
How
maybe I can't
how we
blame him
supposed to how
because
we supposed to build up new talent that's supposed to lose to Roman Reigns when we can't get them to show up? How come we can't have these great guys lose to a part timer like Roman Reigns? I don't get it. That's what I got. Does that make sense?
the plan was that Cody was gonna beat Roman this year. I was hoping, and I was just, everything. I ain't gonna say I was praying because it ain't that serious. I mean, if he lose, he lose. Like Rocky Ford. I mean, and speaking of, since I said that, Carl Weathers passed. Rest in peace to him. Apollo Creed. I just couldn't help
Sorry,
but
I
shout it
never
out
seen
since
Rocky.
I mean, that's the, I'm not gonna be John Moxley about it. I'm not gonna get upset, that you didn't see it. I
Rocky
mean, they're great films.
Five.
I will say, if you ever plan, I would say just watch Rocky 1 to 4 and then just go straight to the Creed movies because you don't need to see 5 nor Balboa because you just don't. You're not missing much. But yeah, The Rock, look, man, I hope you see all them dislikes on YouTube. And the WWE always want to be, we had the most highest rated, the most viewed social media posts of 2023. Da da da. I hope you see them dislike numbers too. And I hope you tout them out too as well, because that should show you that ain't nobody messing with this. And like I said, my last thing I will say, Roman versus The Rock is a money match. But man, look, not like this. Not like this. Don't sit up here and have Cody Rhodes win a 30-man Royal Rumble, have us go through all those emotions, and then come out and Rock just whisper, "Hey, I'm taking your main event spot. It doesn't matter what you think." No, Rock, no. I don't care if you
I,
TKO board of directors. No, man.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Sorry.
I don't mean to cut you off at this moment in time. I will. I'm gonna let you finish, but there's more news that just came out, and I need to get your opinion on. Those that at Fightful Select, this is coming from Wrestle Ops on Twitter. Those at Fightful Select spoke and said that The Rock had not only pushed to work the match against Roman Reigns, some thought that he was even pushing to win the match. Cap or
Come
not?
on. No, wait a minute. You know what?
Fightful Select. This is Fightful Select.
I'm
So
not
you know
saying
that's some.
no. The fact that we even talking about it, I can believe it because I mean, look, and the thing that's tough is that he's on this board of directors, meaning he kind of do have some say now. Where it's not like he could say it and they'll be like, "Man, shut up, Dwayne. Why don't you go film Black Adam 2? Oh, I forgot that ain't happening." You know they can't do that, and that's what scares me, man. Because why was no man, no. What the Rock need to do beating Roman, man? Roman been champion for like 4 years. They need to go to somebody like a Cody Rhodes, man. I don't care if Braun Breaker beat him at this point. They gotta be somebody that's gonna get momentum from that win. What the Rock gonna do? Hold it till Backlash? Because
There
if the
goes
Rock hold it for months, that's crap.
another one. PWI Insider. While
We're just gonna
WWE
stop.
has been While WWE has been expertly building to a Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns rematch, some sources believed it was done by The Rock too. As one source stated, hashtag save WrestleMania. After CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, for very different reasons, were taken off the board from the biggest weekend of the year. So they're saying that since CM Punk and Brock Lesnar wasn't available, The Rock said, well, to save WrestleMania, I have to step in and take over. Before we also get to, but before I get to your comments, I'm sorry, before I get to your comments, love former Preston, Devin, your shirt is sick. Is you got to
I
do more
appreciate it.
impersonations. R.I.P. Carl Weathers. Appreciate you guys. Get some rest. Good b-ball on tonight. Duke versus UNC and Tennessee versus Kentucky. Man, some great matches. Farmer Braxton, I promise you. Tennessee women's basketball. Duke UNC is all right, but like just women's basketball in general. Women's hoops has been just been so good this year. Like Juju Watkins just dropped 51 the other day. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like this is like it's only heightened. It's only getting better. It's only getting better. And of course, I think GCU plays too. GCU does play. But yeah, I'm sorry, Devin. Your thoughts?
Oh, first, thank you. I love this shirt. I got it when I was at Survivor Series in Chicago. Because people say I don't show up to the shows, but I
Oh,
did.
that's the one where Roman was there, right?
He wasn't because he was not advertised, my friend. He was not
You're right.
advertised. You
You're
know,
right. You're
I
right.
mean, I can't go buy the PlayStation 6 if they don't tell me it's out.
No, it's out. It just don't want to be out in stores. That's the problem.
It's not advertised to be in the store. That's what I'm saying. Look, man. Look, but like I said, I appreciate it. It's my main event JSO shirt, man. But you know what? To continue. I know you had some more bad news to spill, and it just don't
Nah.
stop.
Nah, that was all the bad news it was. He also goes on to say,
Oh,
Juju, she's insane. I'm going to go to the ASU women's basketball game tomorrow in the Dirty T. Bear down. Yeah, Tucson fan. Shout out to Farmer Braxton. And look,
for
man,
real. Shout out to
uh,
you.
yeah, and man, we appreciate you for staying here and chilling with us too, man. We really appreciate you, and quite frankly, man, we just love talking about wrestling. So any question that you have, it won't trust me. We'll tackle it with the quickness,
That's
and
the rock, though.
anything sports related too, because we watch sports too. But Devin, yeah, your thoughts on what I just said, and I'm just gonna repeat it one more time. While WWE has been expertly building to a Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns rematch, some sources believe it was done by The Rock to, as one stated, save WrestleMania. This is coming after CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, for very different reasons, were taken off the board from the biggest weekend of the year. Your thoughts?
What are you saving WrestleMania from? We already had a WrestleMania match. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes Part 2. Finish the story. Well, Cody Rhodes is on the cover of a WWE 2K game. You make it seem like Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes back then. He even said it himself. I'm not that kid anymore. This is a different Cody Rhodes. This is American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. We don't need you, Rock. We don't.
I got a
We
question.
didn't need. Yes, I'm sorry.
No,
I was on a venomous tantrum.
no, go ahead. Because sometimes it like pauses, and so it just like sometimes that's what I'm like.
I like to have pauses and pacing and inflection. I try to get these promo points. I be
I
on that.
apologize.
We convoluted here. I can't even get the word right, man. You make it.
Convoluted.
Dwayne, we don't need you, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. DC Universe didn't need you. The WWE Universe don't need you anymore. That's all. I'm not saying they never did. I ain't gonna lie. I used to, if you smell, it doesn't matter. I used to like some rock in the genre as well. But now, no, this is a new time. It's a new generation. We don't need it. That's like Rhea Ripley going in there to go against Lita. We don't need it. It would be good at some point, but we don't need it right now. The Rock and Roman is a fine match. Why you couldn't do it at SummerSlam? Why you couldn't go out there, Roman trying to cheat, and you stop him? You hit Solo with a people's elbow or something. Not a Roman mad at you, and Cody finish his story, and you walk and finish yours somewhere else. Why you want to jack up his story? Why? After we invested a year long into it. That's my whole issue right there. Why build up a whole year? Had this man fight Brock Lesnar to the tooth and nail for nothing. Why, Dwayne? Don't ever run for president, man, because I'm gonna definitely be mad. I'm sorry.
Well, here's one of my questions that you kind of alluded to. If The Rock was like, "Hey, man, I don't gotta fight the head of the table, but somebody in this family got to catch these hands," and if he's like, "Look, since Roman is finishing, Cody got a story to finish, and I need to put my family, I need to get my family straight. Who's the one person I gotta go at? I gotta go at the enforcer. Solo, get your ass over here. You know, like if we had The Rock versus Solo at Mania, as even though it's not as hyped as Roman versus Rock or Dwayne, do you think that's still a good match to watch
Yeah,
still?
that's still something because I mean it's The Rock, and I mean we already seen Solo beat. No, I'm gonna put more into. He destroyed John Cena, beat him so bad we ain't gonna see that man no more. It's like 2009 all over again. But hey, that's neither here nor there. That would be great. That I wouldn't mind it. I mean, let Solo be like and even if he beats Solo, I don't think that's a problem. Solo's still early in his career. He could take that loss from The Rock. I know somebody be like, well, he could beat John Cena, but he can't beat The Rock. John Cena couldn't beat The Rock at one point. So whatever. But I'd rather
The
see
Rock could
that.
beat John Cena at one point. We can say that too.
That's after he beat him though. So it was one on
They
one.
had a
It was
whole
one
year gap to where John Cena was just like, all right, I'm ready to get.
That's
I'm
the
ready to
thing.
get my
John
get
Cena
back.
had to sit up there and train for a year. Had to have that on his mind for a year just to do
He
it.
got his ass beat by Brock Lesnar. He didn't train. He got his
The
ass
Rock,
beat.
The Rock got up out that chair at a Fast and Furious set and said, "Man, let me do that to this. You can't see me, dude. Man, this Fruity Pebbles food, man."
But
So
that was when he still had moves, when he still had motion.
true.
You realize, and that's why I don't give Roman a lot of credit. That's why John Cena fought these dudes in a prime. Roman had to pretty much, come on, Undertaker, come on, big fella, come on, big fella, you gotta get up there. You know that spot. You know that spot. You know the spot I'm talking about. Undertaker
John
trying to
Cena
get his
beat
legs up there
Undertaker in
on
his
Roman.
prime.
Huh?
John Cena ever beat Undertaker in his prime?
Probably not. Uh-oh.
HDR, whatever you. Dang, Roman fought Undertaker got old. That's just how life is. Anybody say that when Brock beat him? Because he was looking kind of, old man too, especially with no hair on his head. So I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm
I
trying to
think
say
he
the
just
Rock.
beat Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and LA. Well, I take that back because Solo had to come out there for no reason.
Solo had to come out there in most of his matches. Roman Reigns didn't beat Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns didn't beat Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns is literally like the 10th best wrestler in WWE, just by that standards. He is not the
That
best.
ain't his fault though.
Oh my
John Cena lost
God! You don't realize you
John
said
Cena
that like 5 times today. That ain't his fault though. That ain't his fault.
Because it
That ain't his
ain't. You
fault.
be blaming Roman for stuff that ain't even in his
Take all the
control, man.
responsibility on me. It's my fault. Punish me. It's my fault. Like how does that work?
You make it seem like I'm gonna take my shirt off. Go ahead, hit me with them lashes.
Yeah, punish me. It's my fault for Roman's wrongdoing. It's my fault. Don't punish him. Punish me. Take the belt off me. Put the belt on me. It's I don't get it.
I'm done. You got me now. I mean, granted, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't finna take no punishment for nobody. I mean, shoot, what you think this is? But I don't even know what to say to you no more. This man making it like I'm taking my shirt off, taking lashes from whoever because
I'll tell you. We can go through every match Roman cheated in and just be like, he just ain't as good as these guys. Did he have to cheat against Kevin Owens?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I don't understand why they do it. You don't need to. He could have kicked out of that RKO and BTF from LA Knight.
Did he cheat to beat Sami Zayn?
It was a lot of funky business going on because Jey Uso came out and stuff. Remember, and he hit Jey Uso with the chair instead of Sammy. He didn't need help to beat Sammy either. I don't think Roman needs help to beat Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, LA Knight. No offense to him.
He had to cheat to beat LA Knight.
Well, yeah, Jimmy came out there and pulled his leg after he.
No, I want you to give me the receipts. I just want you to just lay the receipts on me.
No, but see, the thing is, this is where it's tough. I know these are true factory receipts. I can't take it back because it happened. We can't. All I'm saying is I don't understand why it happened. He didn't need help to beat Cody, man. If he beat Cody, I don't think that would have been a big deal. Because the thing is, and I get it, if you're gonna build him up to be this most dominant champion ever, I don't see why he needs help every time. I can see maybe a Drew McIntyre. If you build him up with like they did at Clash at the Castle, where I thought maybe he would win, I can see that. But if you're going against Sami Zayn never been a world champion. LA Knight never been a world champion. If you beat them clean, I don't see what the issue is. I get people feel like, oh, you got to do that. That way it make it seem like they could have probably won had it not happened. But not so often. Not so often. They didn't need it for that Fatal 4-Way. You already got a lot of people in there. You know, I like that. All right, that's my Roman Reigns spiel, which I'm saying not his fault. I don't know whose idea this is that he needs help because he don't. Not this many times.
Exactly. You just got to stand up for Jimmy Snitsky. I mean Roman Reigns. Oh, it is not my fault. You remember that dude? Jimmy Snitsky.
I remember. I always think about that when I say it's not my fault. Just without the yellow skin. Kicking babies.
But look, speaking of kicking babies, it looks like we might have to kick this stream off, bro. Because unfortunately, it looks like we've gone an hour 20, and quite frankly, I do. And just quite frankly, straight up, I do want to come back tomorrow. I do want to come back tomorrow. Do you really want
to come back? What's going on? I was on beat. Yeah, I mean, if we, everything goes smooth and nice, we had no hiccups, I mean, that's life. I can't sit up here. Computer could just say, forget you, Devin, tomorrow, but I hope not.
Look, Farmer Braxton says, I re-upped Peacock today, so I got the access. Gonna try to get Josh in next time. WWE should let Devin and Izzy decide shit. Let the real ones decide, and I'll watch and try to learn. And Farmer Braxton, like I said, bro, no matter how much your WWE knowledge is, we'll slide you on, and we'll have a fun talk conversation just about wrestling, bro. I promise you. Like, it'll be super fun. Like, we'll be entertaining, I promise you. You will not be bored one bit, my brother. But speaking of not being bored, I'm gonna hit Devin with this quiz tomorrow. Devin gonna get hit with the quiz tomorrow, and you already know how Devin does with quizzes. You lucky Justin ain't here because Justin.
I ace him.
You ace him? See, you say that because Justin ain't here. Now, if Justin was here, I want to hear Devin say he'll ace him. He'll be like, I'll get a solid C, like a solid C.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, they be getting the best of me sometimes, but
what you're saying? Sometimes you the windshield.
Exactly. Sometimes in life, my people, sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug. That's all for life to decide which role you will play.
It's crazy because unfortunately we gotta dip about here. So is anything that you want to say before we close this show out, Bug Devin?
Bug Devin, man. Look at that guy. I don't know about that name yet, but we'll see if it sticks. Like a bug, like Spider-Man. All right, I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Devin Lee Crimes Jr. of the Heel Turn Podcast. And if you are not Dwayne Johnson, just know that we want you here. We want you a part of the Heel Turn community because it's all about wrestling. And we just trying to make it a better place, man. Because it's some every community has its dirty back alleys with the syringes and the beer bottles busted. But we try to be on the clean side. We try to clean that up. We're trying to make this for everybody. So, with that being said, let me hand it back over to the number one hate shit. I can't do it. If I was on a movie, say we just have to wrap it up and just call it a day. But the number one hater in the nation, I say it's Jackson Jr., man. Please give me. I was like, thank you, because I'm feeling pretty embarrassed.
Is that the second time you to call me a Haitian? He said the young Haitian in the nation. Like that's kind of racist. I feel like that's racist somehow.
This one was worse because I was like said it was like proudly too, like the number one Haitian in the nation.
The number one Haitian in the nation. That is insane. I never once thought this is what you be thinking of me, man.
my
The number
words
one
get-
Haitian in the nation.
because
The
you
number
know
one
that
Haitian in the nation with his dark ass. I was like, it's Jackson Jr. Like that's what I be hearing. That's what I be hearing. I'm gonna send it over to this burnt black dude over here. Isaiah Jackson Jr. Talk to the Haitian. Like,
in the future, I will try to, take my time and pace this stuff out as I do previously, and I was called out for it. And now you see why I like to pace myself in my speeches.
hey, this is the wildest thing I read. What is the last thing that went through a brug's head when they hit a windshield, Devin?
It's the last thing that went through. Oh,
It's ass. Tell me that ain't wild. Tell me that ain't wild, man. I read that when you was doing the intro. I was like, there's no way.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw like the second part of it. I'm thinking you saw what I said. I was like, oh shoot, let me wrap this up, man.
Nah. Oh, but look, we do have a correction here. He says this might be why Devin isn't the driver. He does drive. It's just, when do you drive, Devin?
What you mean? You
Talk
talking
about
about
the show.
oh, whenever the other driver is full of hate, especially on them little Morgan tirades, because they don't be making no sense whatsoever. So I gotta take the wheel, it's just so people know that, we ain't always like this, just sometimes. But yeah, you're right. That's because if I we would have came in here. Hello, welcome to the Hill Turn podcast, and alongside me, the number one Haitian in the nation. It would come out wrong. And I apologize again.
Haitian
Man, if you was Haitian, man, this would be perfect. I'm just
the
saying.
number one Haitian in the nation. I just felt so disrespected the first time. The second time, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man.
I don't know. I'm gonna just maybe I'll try to dish that whole. I don't know how I did it right for 3 years. Now I just can't say it.
He said Haitian in the nation. That's it. That's tough, man. No matter how you say it, no matter how you view it, I'm gonna be disrespected, regardless. First off, shout out Bomber Braxton. Damn it! Now you got me. You got me acting fool. Shout out to Farmer Braxton. Shout out to Farmer Braxton. He actually just subscribed to us on YouTube. The huge thank you. And like we appreciate you so much. And like I said, come back next time. We do this. We'll actually be back tomorrow, probably around the same time, if not maybe an hour earlier. Once everything gets situated in here real fast. But yeah, we will be back. We will be back. So look, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.